away in three, two, one, and it's yours, my friend.
Hey, welcome back, guys. So now we have got our next talk up on the schedule, presenting the Hashkings ecosystem with Luke, CEO. Luke, take it away.
Thanks, Will. First of all, wanna say thanks to the Splinter Lamps team for hosting the Dygycon and Waffles. Also you because you're amazing organizing. Like really thanks to you guys. so I'm Luke, the Hashkins CEO. I don't know. I'm pretty sure you don't know about Hashkins yet, but it's a good day to present ourselves. So I'm gonna start sharing the screen. Okay, but are we gonna stay here or yeah, right?
We can stay here. We can move wherever you like. So everybody here.
No, here is fine. Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
perfect. I'm gonna start sharing the screen. Okay. So, we are a project. Like initially, we were born as a cannabis farming simulator. Okay, which is a unique concept in the Hive blockchain, and the concept have been evolved into a big ecosystem of different games and experiences, all connected through the same economy. So, but everything starts with the farming game, which is like our first game. So you can see it needs a visual remake, but because it was the first thing we did as an amateur team like 1 year and a half ago. But now it works, and all the ecosystems works under the same philosophy. Hyper tokenization, which is basically is if something can be tokenized, must be tokenized. So we
Mm.
are constantly creating property rights and new giving more power to the players and taking that power off of the team. So the players have the so the players are the priority of everything. So the farming game is really like and all the ecosystems too have like the best part of the ecosystem is like you can interact with it through different ways, like dozens of ways to interact with the ecosystems, and the concept of play to earn in Hashkins is really big. So let's start with the farming game. Basically, all is a concept of you have a lamplet, you need some water, you need some seeds, and you get some bots, which is the main currency that works as a connector of all the economy. So in the case of the farming game, all the in this case NFT Mart. 1 second. Okay. Everything is a token or an NFT. So the lamplots that you can only buy from other players right now because the lamplots are really scarce NFTs are the base of everything. You can have them. You can get them from 6 different regions, which is like kind of rarity. So for example, this one, the Asia was sold the last year at $35 each two. I mean, you get in that time two Asia for just $35. Now each one is 300 hive. It's crazy. So you have your lamplet, you get the seeds, which you either buy from another player in the free market, or you can produce them by yourself by staking another coin called Mota. Then you have the water, which is this one. You can also produce it yourself by buying NFT, which is a water tower, which again can only be obtained by buying it from another player or buying directly the token in tribal debts, for example. So when you have the lamplet, when you have the seeds, and when you have the water, you get the bots. That was the initial flow of the game when Hashking was a single cannabis simulator. So after some time, we thought in innovating. Right now we are really addicted to creating stuff and innovating. So the second expansion we took out was rights. We are really used to get concepts of the blockchain game, of the blockchain world, like putting them together in our ecosystems. So for example, rights is a NFT staking basically. You get the avatars, which is also NFT. Here you can select it. You can put when you select one. This is your main avatar and has perks over all the ecosystems, like over everything. So in the right, for example, the role of the avatar is like 5D bosses, which are really beautiful. Like the animations of our art team is like really nice. You stake them and you get bots daily. These bots are not minted for us by us because we use a non-inflationary system which we call treasury, and it's basically we recyclate bots, so we don't create new inflation because inflation is a real issue that kills a lot of projects. So we are really careful with that. So for example, I stake my avatar. No, I put set avatar, and what happens is that at the end of the day, as I have Kitchen approved, this isn't calling me a pop-up, but when you do it for the first time, you will see it. But at the end of the day, my avatar will bring me bots. Okay. So, this avatar have stats that can be improved, and also these avatars can be get in the. We sell them in sets, like which will be generations of avatars. So, for example, the generation 1 have better stats and have better perks than generation 2, and each generation is sold in a limited time. So it's kind of dope to get some of each generation. You can, for example, this is a really good way to see our perks in action. Depending on the level of your avatar, which the level can be obtained by smoking joints that can be crafted here. Yeah, you get more level by smoking joints. So for example, if you are level 100, when someone uses your referral name, your username, oh no, Luke. So when someone buys packs with your username, you will get up to 35% of what he spent back to you. And the less you can get is 5% if your avatar is level 1. So basically what we are doing is a level system in which the more you are in it, the easier the game is, the more perks you have, the more benefits you have. You unlock upgrades for water towers, you unlock better joints. Well, you have a lot of stuff and more stuff coming. Coming back to rights, to get more power to farm more bots here, you can use the Forge, which is basically a burning system of avatars, so they are not like hyperinflationary. Basically, the avatar number 1 kills the number 2 and take its power and experience plus a bonus, basically. So in the pool of the rights, which is basically, I don't know, let's say 1000 bots are distributed daily in the Michelangelo boss. So your power determines how much of those boots you will get, because it's like your power versus the power of all of the other players. And we also have the merge, which is another, but in this case the merge is free. The reason, for example, the avatars have a cost of fortune here is because have to be with the treasury system. I'm gonna tell you a bit more about it in a bit. Well, the merge is kinda the same, but in this feature, the avatar number 1 kills the number 2, but only takes a certain percentage of the first avatar, of the second avatar. So for example, this rate is basically depends on the level of your active avatar, which is this one. Again, this is like you have perks over all the ecosystem. The better level, the higher the level of your avatar, the more perks. So this feature can be used along with the Forge to in a strategic way to get more power for rights. We also have the staking. Okay, I know we have a lot of things, so it's kinda it's kinda hard to summarize them. Yeah, it's like we are really into launch new stuff every moment we can. And this is the first tokenized and non-inflationary staking in Hive. Why? Because when you deposit, when you stake your bats, you get a token as a recipient of your staking, which is bullets. And also, it's non-inflationary cause. Remember, I told you, for example, people pay 50 cents for the forge, for each forge. Well, when someone spends, and this is a law that applies in all Hashkins, when someone spends boots in whatever, I don't know, avatar packs, forge, joints, whatever, those boots are permanently burned from the.
Mm.
They are taken out of circulation. But when someone, for example, uses Hive Pizza Coin, uses HBD, we send that to another account, which is basically a staking rewards pool, and the staking takes 1% of that money and buy bots from the market, and they get distributed to all the stakers. So doesn't add inflation at all because uses bots from the market, and gives a big incentive to all the players to don't sell their bots but staking them. And basically this works in that way. And the staking uses 1% those of that money daily. You will have the same amount of bullets, but you will have each day after the daily buy, you will have more boots. Your bullets will represent more boots. Also, another way to interact with the Hashkins ecosystem is, and of course we are taking advantage that Hive is such an amazing blockchain to games, because I can imagine Hashkins in Ethereum because the fees and the time the transaction takes. You can also, for example, delegate your Hive power to HK Curation, and we send you daily boots daily. Okay, you delegate Hive power, and in exchange, of course, we take the Hive power, but this Hive power comes back to the players because as soon as we get the power down, this Hive is added to the staking rewards pool. So everything is back to the players. That is the center of Hashkins. Is everything on the players, for the players, and by the players. That brings me to another topic, and is that we are joining forces with new devs in Hive because we know that how it is to be a small team working from zero to start developing stuff, and we're partnering up with new devs in Hive, for example, to create the first tower defense game in Hive. Right now it's in pre-sale. The beta is about to come out in early June, and it's also part of the Hashkings ecosystem because it's also uses our economic system. Yeah, it's like really cool. I'm gonna leave the link around because it's really funny. I always get mad because I always lose. Basically, what connects all these features and games and new stuff coming is our treasury system. Like I mentioned it, we have a non-inflationary system to fill the rewards of rights, for example, of curation, of new stuff out, of liquidity pool rewards in triple debt, for example. Well, basically, in the farming game, which is metaphorically, it's like Bitcoin miners because they create new coins. When someone burns boots to get mota, which is the coin to create seeds, those boots goes really into a new account that fills the treasury. So we recyclate these boots, and we are able to put rewards in all the ecosystem. And yeah, basically that. I don't want to to fill you like to give you more info because I already know this is like a lot of info in 50 minutes. So I would like to answer questions because it's easier to clear your doubts about the Hashkins.
I
And
would like to go first, if that's all right, Luke. I have a question
yeah,
right away.
please.
And of course, anyone else that has a question that would like to jump on mic or raise your hand, we'll call you out. So that you can share your question. You can post it in chat. Don't be shy. Ask whatever you'd like. But my question is specifically about merging. Is there a success or fail rate when you merge, or is it 100% success because it's burning one of the avatars?
Is 100% success. But actually, the
Okay.
thing with merge is that you only get a part of the stats of the second avatar. So Forge is always better than merge, but can be used in a strategic extra, like can be used together to have a better uh, avatar for rights.
Yeah, because I'm a big fan of those kinds of opportunities where you want to make some upgrades and you're either merging or combining or leveling up, an accessory, and there's a chance for failure. I don't know why that's so exciting for me, but even if I'll have like 100 failures and trying to like combined items, like with games like Lost Ark or
Oh,
Black Desert, and I think other games are adopting that kind of fail percentage, right? A chance of failure for some of these. I'm just super curious if the NFT world would adopt something similar to that, because these are non NFT games that are using these features, and the players aren't keeping any of the digital assets or the really getting anything out of the time that they're putting in these games. But these are very popular features that exist there. So, have you thought about like what that would mean, in terms of features that you could add where there's something non-redeemable here, and there's a risk of losing something entirely.
yeah, it's true. I was thinking about the same, like adding a feature with success rate and failing rate. And we actually, I forgot to talk about the Farming Wars, which is a upcoming expansion, and it's basically that. Uh, is built over and is built at the top of the farming game, and it's basically plagues like crop rakes, for example, or snails that can eat your bugs, versus pesticides.
Oh.
Yeah, and are the players that own the plagues, they own the pesticides, and they all fight together. And it's a decentralized way to add events. Also, I mean, the other option was like putting random events that kills your bots or something. But actually, we give that power to the players. They decide how many plagues, how many pesticides are in the game. Is the
Okay.
The plagues and the pesticides have a percentage rate of success, so you can use it, but it can fail.
Oh,
Um,
excellent. So that's I love the risk that can be added to these kinds of blockchain experiences. I love the name and I love the theme that you built here. So kudos to that. Were there any questions? Anybody want to jump on mic and ask Luke a question? Now's the time. Feel free.
I also really love to develop Hashkins. It's like it's my life now, so I literally work on it with the team from Monday to Sunday. And the best part is that we enjoy it. It's like the best part.
That's super important. Yes, if it's a labor of love, it's work that never feels like work. And so I'm glad that 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 feels like a passion, a soul calling. Maybe another question that I have for you, Luke, and this is something that I've asked everyone who's had a chance to hang out with us here in Dygycon. If there was somewhere in the world that you could go and touch grass, anywhere at all, where would that be?
Right now, I think on maybe Paris.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
I think it's
The
a
city of love.
yeah. I think
Yes.
it's a really Paris has something. I don't know what it is, but has something. It's really charming. I think. I
I
have,
think it's a very good choice. Yes, I think that anywhere in Europe seems like it would be a very good
yeah.
idea. Anyhow, in France, you're right, especially. Yeah, Sarah, what about you, my friend?
Yeah,
Did
I
you
have
have
a
any
question.
questions for Luke? Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. So we all know that we've kind of gone through like a little bit of like a downside in terms of crypto all around. I know you guys recently posted something about like even though the market had a negative effect in the development of funds for Hashkings, you guys are still up there. I think you posted something on your blog not too long ago, right?
Mm,
It was about Bud stats. I think it said 500 plus APY.
the staking?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, actually, I forgot about it too. It's a lot of info. Oh my god, yeah. The staking right now is offering. I do a weekly post with all the info about the staking, like the stats, and the last one was 98%, I think, of APR as base. Like you put your bots and they grow at that rate, and as the system is like tokenized, you literally don't have to do anything, and it get auto compounded. So it's up to 200% APG, and with our level systems, you get a perk that if your avatar has a certain experience, you get another layer of rewards, which is another 90% of APR over your boots staked. And we are
That's super cool.
yeah, and we are thinking adding more and more rewards, layer rewards. So the more you are in Hashkins, the more info you have about the Hashkins, you will know, hey, my avatar needs a little bit more of XP, and I will start earning more XP tokens, Forge tokens, more bots.
More buds. We need more buds, and especially for Dygycon
More
10.
fun.
If
More
we can have,
buds. More
we need
buds.
some buds. Yes. Anyone else? Any questions, comments, or if you just want to, tell Luke how awesome his half-baked avatar is with the squinty eyes.
and and really
Do we? do we have any tokers that are out there actively packing their devices as we speak? We see a bunch of avatars. Oh, cosmic.
Yeah, I just had a doobie.
Yes.
Yeah, I
Great.
actually stepped away for a moment because I was like so overwhelmed with all the information. I had to go smoke a doobie.
Yes.
There's
I-
a
Wait,
lot of
I
stuff
need
going on.
one.
I'm so glad I actually popped over here because I am a gamer. I've been a gamer since EverQuest original,
good choice.
and MMOs have kind of been my main genre that I stick with. Any MMORPG, I've played it
Oh,
pretty much. Yeah. So I've also had experience like I did some like GM stuff or volunteer. It was like a volunteer GM program where in Anarchy Online where you could go and help people that were stuck in the game.
Oh, I've never played that. That's that's a
Man.
callback that I've heard
It
of. Anarchy
was
Online, never played.
it was one of the best games. I don't know if it's still going or not, but it was one of my best gaming experiences next to WoW, and I was a role player. So, and people don't role play anymore either. They just want to go for the fat loot, and that's fine.
Yeah.
But role play was so they would have these role play servers that in WoW that they're, of course, you guys all probably know about that. And so I would play on the role play servers, and we had so much fun. We had so much fun. We would do the craziest things. Like there was this like I had this she was at the Draenei with the the tail and all that stuff because I thought that was cool as hell. And she would go over to the horde side, and they would sneak her in, like she was going to see this prince over there, and there was there was some shenanigans going on, but we won't just talk about that.
MMO
Yeah.
drama is one of the things that we can always count on. Yeah.
Yeah, and they
And
would
we're all
sneak
gamers
me in
here, so
past
you know.
past the guards, the NPC guards. I'd get past them. That I mean, there was these back doors and stuff, and it was pretty wild and crazy, and that was one of my other best times
Oh,
of
excellent.
just of gaming.
That's
But
dope.
yeah,
Yeah,
Yeah.
thank you for sharing that, Cosmic. We got about a minute left. Luke, what are some of the top, one or two ways that anyone listening to the live stream and those participating in Dygycon 9 can really help support Hashkings? Either social media, getting their account set up. Let us know.
For sure. The easiest way to join Hashkins, I will say, is you only need a Hive account. We don't have any problems with multi accounts. Like you can have 1,000. There's no issue with it. I will say is staking because you really only need the bots and put them in the stake. The other easy way to get in the Hashkins ecosystem is by delegating your Hive power. Then we have options like the rights. You can get your avatar packs. You can get in the farming by buying a land plot and get some seeds. For example, also another way to support Hashkins, and this is like the most important for us right now, is that we have a proposal in the DHF, which is the decentralized Hive fund, and we are at 90% to get funding because the market now is really savage with the ups and downs, especially the downs. Everything is in blood, and that kind of fed our development funds right now, but we're almost there. But I would love if you can go to our proposal in PICD and consider voting for us. And regarding social media, yeah, of course, I would love to see more posts about Hashkins because I always read in the feedback of our players. Maybe a video will be amazing. But
Thank you.
and also joining our Discord, that will be dope.
Yeah, get in on the community, Luke. Thank you so much for taking the time and educating us more on Hashkings, and thank you for being a part of Dygycon 9. That's going to conclude our talk here with Luke. We really appreciate it. Let's hear it from the crowd. If you've got your emote button ready, start sending those claps out. Send him some love. Stick around and hang out. Luke, I'm sure you're going to be here for the remainder of Dygycon, and if not, that's okay. But I'm sure there'd be some folks that want to meet with you and talk with you after this. But we're going to go ahead and cut to some footage. I have some video of a day one of Dygycon that I'm going to be bringing up on stream, and then we will get into our next talk, which will be, let me make sure that I've got this right. It's going to be
Crypto
Sniper.
Shots.
Yeah, Sniper, who's the founder of Crypto Shot. So we're going to be heading over there next, and we'll be back in just a few moments here with Dygycon 9. Excellent. And we are now at commercial break. Bravo. Well done, everyone. Well done.
Hey guys. Alright, I'm confirming with Crypto Shots because we have a full hall here and his booth is directly across from us.